pull your eyes open. How young can you start teaching babies how to swim? I'm distracting myself. Do you see those boobs? Are any doctors on here? Oh, schmuckums. Let's see. Let's see. Pharmacological? Is that the word? Do you experience a lot of adrenaline when you take steroids? This is not a drill. Those are interesting boobs. I like creepy stuff. Oh, there's a big one. Hello everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Stonerscopes. As always, what's my intro again? I need to get better at this intro because usually I cut the majority of it out. Okay, let's start with a disclaimer. This episode is for, well, all of my content is for people who are 21 and up only, so you youngins better get out of here. And nothing is for sale, nothing's being promoted. I'm just having a grand old time in California, doing some California things, and we're gonna read some tarot today. Make sure you watch your sun, moon, and rising signs for a full picture of what's going on, or just watch them all. You know, maybe they'll provide you with a good laugh. So let's do this, shall we? I have a couple of decks. I have a tarot deck and an oracle deck. And for today's video, I have this. What is it, you ask? I have no fucking idea. This is a mystery strain. I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you. Is it indica? Is it sativa? Is it a hybrid? No clue. So we're gonna see how this goes. Isn't this monogrammed little jar so cute? Treat yourself, always. It smells delicious. This is just like the earthiest weed. It's earthier than that creative strain by Flower. I'm a little nervous. Okay, now I said that last time, but now I'm like legitimately nervous because I don't know what to expect. Will I be paranoid? Will I be happy and go lucky? Will I get the giggles? I have no clue. I don't even have memory of what. Okay, I do remember GG4 was one of the strains that she gave me. Cheers. This is a hybrid. This is a hybrid. We're using Fuzzy Prism Oracle today. This is a spiritual tool. Oh, also, did you see my nails? Hello, 2001, is that you? I'm sorry, 1999? Is that you? Anyway, let's fucking do this, shall we? Let's see, what do we start with? Do we start with Oracle? Yeah, we do. Balance. So are you like super in your flow? Like, do you feel like you're just rolling with it? Does it feel aligned? Does it feel good? Does it feel sustainable? Because remember, when you're really, really in balance, like when you're in a flow state, it becomes really sustainable. You'll feel it. Like you'll feel, oh, I'm in my flow. And there will be ebbs and flows to this. But even the rhythm of the balance of your life, it'll feel sustainable. Right? Like you can't go 24/7. That's not realistic. Sleep is important. Rest is important. Self-care is important. But when you feel into your rhythm, that's really when you're gonna kick ass and take names. So prepare yourself. 10 of Wands. So as is with everything, are you in a surplus or a deficiency of something? You know, start playing with this, because the overwhelm card is like, are you overworking? Are you over pushing? Or are you feeling like there's no structure? There's no support. There's just nothing but emptiness. Like, remind yourself that the feeling of balance is something you're gonna feel really off balance at certain points in life, and then you're gonna feel really in balance at different points in your life. And you want to pay attention to where you feel like you're really in balance. Like the rhythm and flow of your life just feels really good. Like you've paced yourself well. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, Taurus, fear. Those are interesting boobs. Oh my god, imagine if that was anatomically real. Imagine if the nipples were like tiny spheres that sat on top of the breast tissue. You know, obviously this is the unknown, okay? Like the unknown, hell yeah, it's scary. Like, of course, primitive mind, of course, like worst case scenario, anticipating the worst, anticipating all of the things that can go wrong. You know, that's like what brains do. How you think about it matters. Like, thought is not a cure-all, but thought is very important. Thought is vital to your well-being. Like, if you are thinking horrible things day in and day out, each and every day, it's like, are you super, super pessimistic? Have you been doing a good job with your mindset? Anyway, your perception of fear is really important to monitor. You need to monitor this. How are you perceiving the things that you're fearing? What story are you telling yourself? How much mental energy are you spending on it, right? Just keep that in check and you're good, right? Having some general anxiety at this time makes sense. It completely makes sense. But also, you know, try to bring yourself back down to earth, you know, in your body. Gemini. Progress. What are you building? What are you making progress on? The Empress. Self-care, divine feminine, yin, slow. Think both how you're doing life and also like mothering yourself. So simply put, this is just coming up as progress around divine feminine. So like focusing on receiving, allowing, flowing, as well as the mother wound, if you have one. I know many of you do, who are probably watching. Cancer. Action. The Four of Wands. So think your nest, your home base, your nook. Oh, schmuckums. So it's like taking action at home. At home. What needs to be done at home? What do you need to do at home? What needs to be taken care of at home? Virgo. Forgive. Resentments bubbling up, are they? What is it? What are you ticked off at? It's like, this is what you need to do. Forgiveness is important, but so are boundaries. Like, forgiveness does not mean that all of a sudden people just get to walk all over you and treat you like shit. That's not what forgiveness means. Forgiveness is just neutralizing the energetic charge. But if you're like Joe Exotic and you're holding on to the anger and the revenge, like you don't want to hold on to that. Only you know. This is your secret. Obviously, this reading, like, if you're listening to this and you're like, this doesn't apply, I think this is for, like, a specific few people who are watching. I don't think it's definitely not going to apply to all of you, since I do these readings so often. This is, like, for the Virgos out there who are, like, really, really bitter. This is for you. That thing that as soon as it comes up, you just want to lash out. Or you want to be angry, or you get really ticked. Libra. Gratitude. It's like, look for the good. Like, pick it out. Choose it each day. For the time I have been doing these readings, it's kind of like, I know you've been having it rough, and so it's like you have to pull your eyes open and you have to look for the things. Like, feel the gratitude. Feel, thank you, God, for giving me this. Oh man, if there's anything that I'm glad to have right now, it's this. You know, or like, oh my God, this moment, that nothing more than this moment, not all of the stress, not the circumstances, but this moment of peace is so good. I want to know how it can get better. Show me how this can get better. This is so amazing. You know who was talking about that? Drew Canoli. I'm getting like, it's the practice of the feeling of gratitude. How does it feel when you get a big fat gift? And we have judgment. Like, you have to decide in your mind that things will improve. You have to see it, you have to feel it, you have to believe it. Like, put your energy behind it. Don't half-ass it. No half-assing the energetic changes you're making. Go all in. It's kind of like, I actually think that there's some like rebuilding your relationship with God. Don't sit and feel sorry for yourself. Like, feel, what do you want next? Like, feel that feeling and feel it often. Get off the negative feedback loop. You have to interrupt it with other feelings. And this is why people preach about gratitude, because it gets you off of the negative feedback loop of what all the other stuff you've been doing is. Scorpio. Energy. 3 of Swords. Oh, I had someone else message me because I pulled a 3 of Swords and they were like, oh my God, that freaked me out. But let me say that, like, release energy is a normal part of the process. Your entire body is going through like death and rebirth on a cellular level. So the idea that you're not going to be releasing things is silly. I think you're doing it energetically, though. I think you're energetically releasing baggage. You're energetically cleansing yourself. You're energetically doing the work. Maybe you're in meditation. Maybe you've got some shit going on and you're like, you know what? I can't keep giving this my time and thought. It's just looking like you don't have to give this energy. This could also be grief, like literal grief, literal loss. Like, not, you need to think bigger with loss and you need to think bigger with grief. Like, more than literal grief, more than literal death can be happening. It's like, this could be loss of job. This could, I'm not forecasting this. Like, if this card is applying, you already know what this is. Like, this is not news. This is not a surprise. This is not a drill. This is normal. Because this is a daily card and not a major theme card, like if I were doing a reading for the month and this came up, right, that has more significance. But in a daily reading, things like this aren't as scary. Just shedding the last bit of like energy that was getting siphoned off, you know, and like maybe there is a little bit of grief when it comes to the emptiness of that thing that was taking up your energy. It happens. You could be mourning the future. You could be bummed out about plans that you had that you think they're not a good idea anymore. I mean, who knows? I'll be back in a jiffy. I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, Sagittarius. Okay, look, this could be nobody, or this could be somebody, but the phrase taste the rainbow is coming up, or it could be that I'm stoned. It could be that too. Maybe it's for somebody. I don't know why I'm being compelled to tell you. Maybe that's significant, but it's just like being really loud. It's like a particularly loud thing, and I'm in reading mode, so I just thought I needed to let you guys know. Sagittarius. Through. Is that a mouth? Are there like 2 mouths? Do you see those boobs? Do you see that? Like how they look? I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like, that would be scary anatomically. If that was anatomically real, Anyway, go through the shit. Go through the discomfort, through the pain, onwards. Four of Pentacles. This is also like learning and wisdom and knowledge. So for some of you, it's like you're probably having experiences where the lessons are really, really intense. You know, this looks like some heavy studying happening here. Either the experience is what's contributing to the wisdom, or am I distracting you? Am I distracting you? I'm distracting myself. Capricorn. Discover. It's like magic and treasures. Look at that butt. Look at that little booty. Look. More. These aren't even my X-rated decks. I have some saucy, sexy, smutty. Okay, Capricorn. I'm like talking about like defying authority right now. I don't know. King of Wands. I hope you realize how powerful this is. Your fire. You're discovering your fire. Aquarius. Courage. Be bold. Be brave. Be beautiful. Cover girl. What is the slogan? Easy, breezy, beautiful, cover girl. That's it. That's it. The Sun. Okay, have you seen Benny Drama's Annie? It's so funny because the thing that came up was the sun will come out tomorrow. You know when he does that? Like, I guess it would be like white trash Annie. I grew up in white trash. I'm pretty sure that's what he was going for. Things are only getting started. This is just the beginning. Because this is implying sunrise. It's like there's all of this stuff going on. There's all this stuff going on. That's your advice. There's all this stuff going on. There's all this stuff going on. Pisces. Pisces. Cry. How interesting. Let's see. What's the deal? Justice. Your head and your heart. Your sun and your moon. Your yin and your yang. Practical and passion. What makes sense and what feels good. And do both of those things. Or it's like, if these are really out of balance, then that's how you want to integrate. You might be releasing something or realizing you're out of balance with something. Or you're not going into it like in an aligned way. Maybe it's helpful, maybe it's not. Let's reconvene tomorrow. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. If you need me to fight anyone for you, let me know. Look at this pile of clothes and cluttered household items. What inspired this? I'll see you later. You have a good one. I've been eating this pasta that's made out of lentils, cauliflower, and peas. You know, and it's very high in fiber. I love these stickers. The artist is Drip Face, in case you're wondering. Man, this thing has just taken a beating. And the sun starts to come out again. And the birds start chirping. I think it would be so much fun to like curate really tasteful porn